I'm Joe Wren. The Kinsey Institute has been controversial and groundbreaking since its founding in 1947. But some Indiana state leaders are preparing a new attack on the Institute and Indiana University. Higher education reporter Aubrey Wright has more.
While Bloomington is continuing to rally around the Kinsey Institute, pushback comes from Indianapolis. Some state officials are calling on the Indiana General Assembly to defund Indiana University. It's because of IU Bloomington's remaining ties to the Kinsey Institute. The institute was founded by Alfred Kinsey almost 80 years ago, focusing on human sexuality. Kinsey staff also research issues in gender, reproduction, and sexual health. In 2023, Representative Larissa Sweet of Wabash led the charge to cut all state funding from the Kinsey Institute, spreading unfounded claims about child abuse.
I, for one, do not want 1 cent of Hoosier tax dollars to help shield child sex predators. By limiting the funding to Kinsey Institute,
the General Assembly decided to cut all public funding for the Kinsey Institute. Now, some Indiana leaders aren't satisfied. They're calling on the legislature to take away all public funding from the university. State Comptroller Elise Nishala says if IU wants to keep its funding, it should completely separate from the Kinsey Institute.
It goes to use of the website. It goes to wages, salaries, benefits. It goes to everything. Janitorial services or utilities.
IU has maintained that the Kinsey Institute doesn't use any state funding and that the university has always complied with the law. Kinsey Supporters donated almost $4 million in 2023 and hosted protests in support. With speeches, petitions, and demonstrations around campus, protesters wanted to keep the institute intact. Professor Emeritus Russ Skiba was one of them. He says the legislature's push against people with different heritage, backgrounds, and ideas evoke Indiana's racist history.
We're widely known as the state that was pretty much the capital of the Ku Klux Klan in the 1920s, and rightly so.
Faculty, staff, and students at Indiana colleges have raised alarms about threats to academic freedom. Skiba says attacks against Kinsey are vindictive and that other new bills are matching a disturbing trend. But IU and the Kinsey Institute still have some support in the legislature.
They're claiming that IU is not following the law, which they are. It's just a lot of complex accounting. They don't seem to understand that, one, Kinsey never had a direct appropriation from the legislature, so there's no money directly flowing to the Kinsey Institute.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Aubrey Wright.
Nishala and Sweet will meet with other Kinsey critics in Indianapolis next week. They say they'll share more on their plans to